Welcome back, everybody, to Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. It's black. Don't be afraid. This is on purpose, because I am proud to present my very first Mega Digimon. It is Diaboromon. Look at this dude. Diaboromon, or Diabolomon, in the very first Digimon movie, which was our war game. Or you may remember from the Digimon movie that came out in theaters in the US and stuff. He is a big dumb villain, and I love him. His design is fantastic. He has a great stats, all that good stuff. With his signature move, Catastrophe Cannon. 3 physical attacks of 80 fire damage, and he gets a recoil because it's so good. I also have stuff like Guard Break, so we have debuffs for that. Increase an ally's evasion. Physical attack. So we have like a bunch of really just good moves here. So that is our first Mega Digimon. We have a total of 4. Now, I'd like to apologize for not showing the Digivolution process on video. Completely my bad, but unfortunately the recording I did do of it fucking died. I felt real bad because I was super happy that I ended up picking Diaboromon, because I'm like, I don't want to pick the wrong one. And luckily I picked the right one. So, next up, we have Magnadramon, or Magnadramon, however you pronounce it. This is Angewomon's Digivolution that I picked. Pretty good. It was the easiest one available. And, I don't know what the fuck this is. It looks like a pink version of that thing from Neverending Story. It has a myriad of good moves, most importantly, a spread heal for the party, a revive skill, and Fire Tornado, which is a magic attack of 80 light damage to all foes. Fantastic. Next up, Saber Leomon. I ended up picking, I forget which Leomon I picked, but it's the grayscale looking. Did I pick that one? It was either that one or no, I used Grappleomon, because he had like the weird wind turbines on his arms and legs. So we digivolved him to make Saber Leomon, which is his mega form from the first season of the show. He's got some ancient rune stuff on his fangs and stuff. It's cool. He's got Howling Crusher, which is pretty decent. Destruction Cannon, and just other moves that I guess we could use at some point. And the piece to resistance. This is the reason I'm sad that I didn't get the recording, because I was basically the usual KZ, yeah, when it happened, which was digivolving, I believe it was Metal Geogreymon, because he became Shine Greymon. Look at this motherfucker. Fuck Pokemon. This is the shit right here. Look at this Gundam. Look at this mech monster. He looks fantastic. He has a move called Geo Grey Sword. Physical attack, 130 damage to one foe of fire, and his attack gets better. And when his health is below 50%, he gets even more attack buffs. This is our leader Digimon. This is this is the Digimon of Destiny. I got Megas because someone told me that if I don't have at least a couple Megas on my team around Chapter 10, I'm gonna get my shit rocked. And I'm like, okay. So I did the Offline Coliseum's Gold Cup a bunch with Platinum Sukumons. I believe that's the name of it. And we did that and picked up our 4 Megas here. That has been our small little half KZ talk about what his team is. And now we are going to move on to, I think I know where to go. See, I just came in from the Coliseum here. Also doing a different thing with the video in terms of recording. Mainly, I'm recording this XSplit. I don't know how good that's going to look. But we're going to be doing that for probably 1 or 2 videos here, just because I'm so behind on recording that I just need to get something out quickly. And the render times on XSplit files is actually a lot faster, so I also think this means this will be in 60 frames per second, because XSplit is it's weird. It's weird, but hopefully the video doesn't look too crabby or bad. I believe we have to go to the Eden free area. Yes, yes, absolutely. So Nokia. I think I can take you now. You know, I'm actually getting fucking tired of this. You're always late. Yeah, here's how it works. I have a job. That voice doesn't match this amazing Digimon. I mean, nostalgia's playing a part here, but War Greymon and Metal Garurumon are some of the best designs for Digimon. They're so good. Love them. What? I'm the Golden Maniac? That's better than the Mustard Maniac. Ah, so I'm being used as the training dummy. Fine, let's do it. They're gonna lose, but sure. So, Catastrophe Cannon then. Ah, shit, I have attack animations on short, so you don't actually see the full thing. We will change that in a moment. Geo Greatsword. Oh, that's it. You're dead. Oh, yeah! It's so good. Also, Saber Leomon was not gaining levels earlier. We're fixing that now. I'm now the GM. The Golden Maniac.
Nokia.
No, she actually hasn't explained shit. I hate you. No, we're skipping past this part. Yeah, we know. He's like, no, you hussy. Need more explanation of the other part. Ugh, I'm so tired. I'm so tired because I'm carrying you through this whole fucking game. Oh. Well, are they gonna learn anything if I just kill them in 2 attacks? They're not actually gonna do anything, so I don't see the need. I'm gonna take care of everything. I'm the one with the goggles. I don't know if I pointed out before, what the fuck is with Nokia's hair? Like, it's not bad, it's just... What is that? You're such a main character. You're more of a main character than me, because you're so on point. You care about your Digimon, they're your friends. You're talking about ping pong. Like, you're everything. You're great. You're a bit of a ditz, but that's fine. And you do have that stripper outfit. But, you know, aside from that, you're pretty good. The We Love Digimon initiative. Move over, Nick Fury. This is the initiative I can get behind. Totally.
キードさんの勢いと熱さによって形作られた強引な寄り切り演説。
I want to die.
津波のような勢いに翻弄されるのがだんだん楽しくなってくる。これがカリスマというものですね。
Yeah, it's true enthusiasm and stuff.
あなたは
Okay.
それが君の理想か。そしてこのハッカーたちが君のチームというわけだ。
何しに来たの？ザクソンのリーダー自らリベリオンズを潰しに来たってわけ？
君たちが僕らザクソンを脅かす存在ならそれも選択肢の一つになったかもしれないけど、
But you're not.
その様子じゃ当分相手にする必要もなさそうだ。
なんですって？私たちが全然
I'm gonna go ahead and skip that.
何よその上から目線。
Hey, stop.
まあ確かにこの前はあのフェイってやつに手も足も出なかったけ
Being
ど。
beaten down by Faye doesn't fucking matter. I mean, we were using ultimates back then. You were using 2 rookies. Now, you have 2 megas. I have some. Faye isn't a problem anymore.
でもノキ
At least just with 1 Digimon.
悪いハッカーじゃないんじゃないかな。
I say that, but she's probably still a problem. But it's like, there's been a power upgrade.
なんだかそんな気がする。
君のデジモンはよく喋るな。
Yo, Nokia's thinking really hard right now. She's like,
ユーゴ、あんたもハッカーチームのリーダーならみんなに伝えてよ。デジモンはただのプログラムじゃないって。
僕が今ハッカーたちに伝えなきゃいけないのはまた別のことだ。さっきノキア
I don't want to fight you.
できることなら君たちと戦いたくない。
I can't really get a read on what his character's supposed to be. Is he supposed to be a bad guy? I don't actually really understand his thing.
ザクソンの邪魔をしないでくれ。
Hey, don't fuck with me. I'll fuck with you.
待ちなさいよユーゴ。あなた何か企んでるわけ？
Yes, he's planning to go into the Zero Unders thing. The underworld. He wants to go into the digital underworld.
我々ハッカーの手で我々の理想郷を取り戻すんだ。
Yeah, that's their thing. Yeah, that was the last episode, yeah. Yep, absolutely.
あらあら、いい感じで動いてくれてるじゃない。
Wonderful. I love hearing you.
いい具合に追い詰めてくれましたからね。あとは彼女がうまくやってくれるでしょう。
They picked the ugliest guy and ugliest girl to be on the screen at the same time. What a wonderful treat.
彼らの達成感を満足させられるレベルにセキュリティのレベルを下げ、これでうまくゴールまでたどり着いて
At least his voice sounds cool. I like it.
さすがはアケビちゃん、作詞ね。
Yeah.
けどよかった。あの子のこと追い詰めすぎて逆に心が折れちゃったかもって。
彼らのような若者たちの情熱を刺激するには権力からの圧力、家族のしがらみ、そして絶望こそ素晴らしいスパイスになる。
His default mount's pretty good.
若者は素晴らしい。鬱屈された社会からのフラストレーション、夢、希望。
Alright, he's great.
そこに絶望という圧力
絶望
が加われば加わるほどみずみずしい情熱へと昇華させることができるのです。眩しいですね。目がくらみますね。
You alright?
悪役っぽい雰囲気出ましたかね。
私あけみちゃんのそういうとこ好きよ。さてと、あとはあの子たちが思いっきり暴れてくれることを期待しましょう。私の手の上でね。
Don't. No, I'm good. I'm good. Hey, what's up?
で、その特訓とやるに結局朝まで付き合ってたってわけか。あいつに付き合ってたら時間がいくらあっても足りねえ。振り回されて痛い目見るなんて俺なら。
ああ、いたいた。
She's literally right here. Hello, best friend. We were basically talking shit about you. How's it going?
おまけにあなたも。
Oh, good. I love bonus Arata.
んだよ、おまけかよ。
ねえねえ、聞いたザクソンがアンダーゼロ攻略に乗り出したって話。
You know, I used to think Arata's design was cool, then I realized he's wearing a fucking jumpsuit.
そのことで随分騒がしくしてるみてえだな、ハッカーの連中は。
あなた知ってたの？なんだか随分興味なさそうだけど。
What is a hacker holy land?
ハッカーにとっては聖地なんで
I
しょ？
don't feel like that makes sense.
はあ、聖地だ。バカバカしい。あんなのは古臭いサーバの中にある古臭いエリアってだけだぜ。
No, it's important. You're just hiding it cause plot.
けど聖地を取り戻すだとかなんとか言ってみんな目の色変えてるじゃん。現に私たちリベリオンズの中にも特訓の成果を見せるとか言って参加しようとしている人もいるし。
リーダーがリーダーだからな。単細胞な連中が集まってるんだろう。
ドキッ。ねえ、私たちもアンダーゼロに挑んでみない？
Of course I do. Because this game's plot has been a basic 5 out of 10 until now.
力試しっていうか、そこに山が
I would much rather this game start getting interesting fast.
それにほら、せっかくテーマ集団を結成したけど私たちの知名度はまだまだでしょ。ザクさんが目標にしてるアンダーゼロを私たちが突破したら、そしたら私たちの主張も。
やめとけ。あそこはオタクらみたいな素人が到達できるような場所じゃねえ。帰り討ちにある
It
の
shouldn't
が
matter, it's just some old unmodded server. It's all good, right?
素人とは何よ。私たちだって特訓に特訓を重ねてデラックス強くなったんだからねえ。いいもん、私一人で行くもん。絶対ザクソンより先に攻略してやるんだから。
放っておけよ。勝手に突っ走って痛い目見りゃいいんだ。
It doesn't even seem like she's going in half-cocked if she has her... Like, nothing of that seems like a necessarily terrible plan. Like, maybe if you had information about it, and you provided that information, sure. She has no reason to believe it's gonna be that ridiculously difficult.
ああ、もうちくしょう。仕方ねえ。追いかけるぞ。アンダーゼロはやばすぎる場
Sometimes
所
the
なんだ。
plot's a little bit too anime RPG for
あ
me.
の時みたいになったら
And then I kind of go, are we gonna go through those
ノ
motions?
キアを追うんだ。俺はちょっくら仕込みをしてから行く。エデンで落ち合おうぜ。
Sure, we'll meet in Eaton. Sounds good. Do you have some mail here? Ah, you sent stuff. I couldn't check the message, man. Don't worry about it. I've never liked that thing where clearly this dude has been there before, and he's like, you know, you haven't seen the things I've seen, but he has to keep it all a mystery because anime RPGs and anime in general share tropes and cliches together. And I'm like, this doesn't work. You have an ultimate Digimon, they have Megas, alright? Your plot doesn't work when you give a character what is basically the highest tiered Digimon. You know, one of the highest tiered Digimon, because I know there's a super ultimate. There's some shit like that. after it. When you give someone such a high-tier Digimon and give them 2 of them, and then someone else who's weaker than them, you know, puts up, you know, some resistance, it doesn't work. It does not work. Now, some may say, oh, it doesn't matter what their skills are. It does. It does, because Digimon has a fucking hierarchy of power levels, alright? Oh, thank God. I didn't want to search everywhere for you. Alright, so go Valhalla. Fine by me. See, yep, as expected. He's like, yo, I did this before. That's the only reason you would know, because you have a past. And blah blah blah, and falling asleep while listening to it. It's not that bad, but you know, sometimes you gotta poke a little fun at it. Normal. Partner Digimon show, of course. Digimon voices on, of course. You gotta hear them, man. Apply settings. There. I turned battle animations off, which basically makes it a lot faster to do level grinding. Let's go to Valhalla server. Look at these lightning bolts. They show me the Matrix. Yeah! Look at these dumbs! What's up? I gotta tell you what happens if... Oh, that's from the top. Did you get an encrypted message? Oh, you wrote something? I couldn't read it. I'm helping my friends, don't neglect the clients. And it's like, first of all... Okay, I'm starting to get mad, because I keep being reminded, oh yeah, that Kyoko basically, you know, sits around and does nothing, expects you to do all of this work, and it's like, you know, she's gonna get... I liked the thing of, we need to make the thing we have to do into a job that you have to do as a client, as a cyber sleuth, or else I can't do it. And it's like, dude, you don't work, you shouldn't have to work every day. Like, I understand they do it for, like they're doing it because it's a video game, and they want you to have, like, to accept a request on a goal instead of you doing it because, you know, say your friend asks you to do something. But it makes Kyoko sound like this incredible bitch that's like, you must be my slave till the end of time because I give you food and board. And to be honest, I don't think you need the food because you are made of data. But then again, it's also a video game, so fucking, you know, that kind of logic goes out the window. But I'm looking at it in a realism thing, where I'm like, hey, some people need some free time. Then again, there's the other argument that I just realized that disengages it, which is, why would she need free time? She doesn't have a human body anymore. Scan this. I think in a previous episode I didn't know why I couldn't code scan before. It's because you need a data-type Digimon, which we do have with Saber Leomon. Pattern red error, what the fuck? Unlock code. Pattern red error. Pattern red error. What the fuck does that mean? Like, there's red there. So does that mean that, that red leads to error? So does that mean that both of these need to be blue? I hope it's that. I'd rather get it right the first time. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you here. Not to be completely ragging on the game, obviously. With me kinda going, you're a little too tropey for me today. But I was also gonna say, some of these puzzles and stuff, I'm like, it's very not that interesting, you know? Like, it's okay. And it's not even me wanting to be overly negative on the game. It's, you know, it's basic stuff of, oh, you have code scan, so then do these. I'm just really not interested in these types of puzzles where you're just kind of going to one end of the room to the other. Because, like, obviously they, you know, they have their own thing. They made them interesting, like, concepts of you're just putting you're copy and pasting the technology. But I think it's still a little too simplistic. I think one of the problems is, okay, alright, you want to know what the problem is. Because I'm not, oh, thank you, Lord, I was right. Okay, so the errors mean don't do those. If you want to know the thing is, one, I feel like when you're playing video games, you're usually high on it. If a game is good, you're usually really high on it until you wait a little while, and after some time has passed, the honeymoon period has ended, if you would like to call it that, and you start being a bit more critical with it, which is only natural, you know? It's like, say you move in with a person, and it's fun. Then after a while, you know, it becomes old hat, and you kind of just get used to it. It's not as great as you thought it'd be, you know? It's like, say you try new food. As if you needed any more fucking analogies for this. So you try new food. And, like, you try, it's like, it's alright. It's great. And then you have it every day for like 3 weeks, and you go, it's still good, just, you know. It's that kind of thing. That's kind of my feelings on this game. And, the problem with it is that Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth has a very uninteresting first half, because there are 10 chapters. There are 20 chapters in the game. We're on chapter 10, and I'll have to say the plot in this has had some stuff, but overall has been very boring. Like, okay, yellow. And what is this? Okay. Green, yellow. I'm gonna do this real quick before I continue talking. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Alright. Green, blue, yellow. So I'll go, up, right, down, left, down, right. Alright, so... green, blue, yellow. Green, blue, yellow, green. Alright, cool. Green, blue, yellow, green. Where are the greens? Are the greens toward the back? I think the greens are toward the back. Green, blue, yellow, green, green, blue, yellow, green. I'm gonna type that down real quick. Green, blue, yellow, green. There. That way I have them marked so that I do not fuck anything up. So, my thing is that this game is good. Like, obviously I'm criticizing it. I think the game's fucking great. I think the game is fucking fantastic, you know? It's a fun monster collecting RPG. But as you know, I do JRPGs on the channel, mainly, and my main motivation for them is story. I like seeing a story through to the end, and this story, as I was kind of mentioning earlier, is definitely a 5 out of 10. It's, you know, it has some stuff. It has some interesting stuff, and I know that it gets better, because people said it gets better. But unfortunately for right, are you fucking kidding me? Did I just auto attack? You know what? Screw you guys. Just eat it. That didn't kill, I hoped it would. Whoa, that is devastating. Oh, he's yucking so hard. Alright. So. My problem is that the beginning story for this game is very fucking boring, to be honest. I like how whenever I interrupt myself with gameplay, when I come back to a subject, I'm super fucking upset about it then. Like, suddenly now I'm super offended. It did a lot of bad to me. The story has been average. It's had some interesting stuff with it, but it hasn't developed enough to make me, get into it. I think it got it kind of is bogged down a little bit just from it not getting started. And another problem with it, and this is a problem that's going to keep me from probably wanting to, like, come back to the game a lot at all, is this game has bad game balance. And this is something where I can say it can't really, in my opinion, be disputed. The game balance in Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth is bad. I've asked a couple of people a very important question, and this is from people who've beaten the game. It is the obvious question of, so, when do the random battles get good? When do the random battles, get on a level that's close to, like, the bosses, maybe, Because you go to this, you spend this game fighting rookie level Digimon and maybe one champion Digimon at a time for the longest time, and then everything dies in one turn, and then you run into a boss who is then leagues stronger. If you want to compare it, a lot of people have brought up Shin Megami Tensei. A fantastic series of RPGs, saying, "Oh man, these bosses get SMT hard. This is SMT with a Digimon skin," and I'm like, you're insulting SMT, because you have it right. Some of these bosses, and from the way some of the great challenges, which are these post-game quests, have been described to me, are some of the biggest fucking bullshit in the world and sound like SMT shit. But SMT knows how to balance its enemies. Let's take Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, for example. If you want to compare how this works, if you played Nocturne, there's a bunch of areas in it. If Nocturne played like Cyber Sleuth, the normal enemies you would be fighting would be from the hospital. And then the boss would be Matador. So if SMT Nocturne was like Cyber Sleuth, the first area would have its normal enemies, and then Matador would be the boss. Matador is like the third boss in that game. And you are probably going to be 12 levels higher by the time you reach him, and have a larger grasp on the game, and that's the problem with Cyber Sleuth. This is a game that lacks game balance. You don't know how hard the boss is going to be. You just need to be there, and you just need to deal with it. You need to deal with its power, and the one luxury you have is you can save at any time. I feel like that's the one thing that saves it, because you can save whenever the fuck you want, which will save you from getting your shit rocked, because the boss's difficulty curve in this game is fucking criminal because of the way the enemies are arranged. I understand that it's probably because you need to scan Digimon, and they kind of wanted to, like, they did this for that specific purpose, I guess, so that you can, I don't know. You know what? I don't really know. I'm just guessing they just made him weaker because you're scanning him. That's the best I can come up with. But ultimately, I feel like enemies in any JRPG, whether it's Pokemon, whether it's Final Fantasy, whether it's FNT, fucking every JRPG in the fucking book, always will have enemies that once you're blowing through them, if you're blowing through the enemies of an area, you're probably ready for the boss, or you may have already passed the boss. There are exceptions. There are exceptions with certain bosses in a game. But typically, you're around the appropriate level. Here, there are times where you don't fucking know if you're ready. And that's kind of a problem. I kind of just wanted to talk about it, because I think it's interesting to point out stuff like that. Either way, I'm going to end off this episode here, in general. But, again, I'd like to say I think this game is good, but it does have some flaws. It does have some flaws that I feel like I kind of wanted to address, but I'm still having a good time. You don't think I'm not going to have a good time with a game that gives me motherfuckers like Shine, Greymon, and Diaboromon? You're fucking mistaken. I still think this is fantastic. Also, this is also me coming off of a 45-minute, or not a 45-minute, an hour and a half grinding session to make these. So I'm a little hot and heavy right now, but that was some talk, and that talk is done. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll have some more real talk about this game next time, and continue toward Under Zero. Say bye, Shine Greymon. Adios. I don't know why I speak in Spanish.